Nagabenta ki khubor baman kasni pet bat subscribe ya u Antor News.
Kamat citizen men ak ne kasi e kalalong kamat yakluj hareng kesan ya tai election halor kamat kinong rim jong ki Kyrtong yakun election MP araja kapsau. Kablalong ha kaseng kerdef college balawra dakat nat political ya kapang snupsum on parliamentary politic and political participant. U Kyrtong shimet ubadai unohika school ba nehu uprof lakon kema uwe naki Kyrtong yakun election MP sya Lok Sabha ulayo ban shim banta ban pen inya hap diang jong bebun kisam laki bawan ban sengap uprof lakon kema habakren penkesan ya kajinle ka sorkar BJP bala penteri kam ya ka CAA ha India bat penlait no ya ka jelam Meghalaya ka bomla ngej lada omyo da ka jinto habaksan ya ka jinpen inyan na ki para Kyrtong bat jubab ya ki jinkeli ne ki pajba uprof kema ka sorkar BJP kumno ban penkesan bala penlait ya ka Meghalaya na ka si omla ban ngej urobat jun khar jarin haba pensgo bat penro ya ka seng riulum bala persya ya kasi iha jela lapha jingtho handrei bantip ya kajisha ba kasi e lawanra da ka sorkar Kongress bat ya keren ha parlimen lapun urlong pat da ka sorkar BJP kumta ban khenno ya ka BJP omdei hap ngej lang sya ka sorkar Kongress shushu ha kajinya tai kalalong ke bakluj bahaya kamat CAA ya ki Kyrtong persya sang ritor ki Kynther ya ka BJP na kaliang ka BJP kalami khamat da uba HNM kharkrang uladap rabjot da ka ba ong ya ka jela Meghalaya la dia apply.
It says you might have entered India before 31st of December 2014. You don't have to produce any travel document. Just you need to say I have been prosecuted. I'm from Pakistan, Afghanistan or Bangladesh. I'm a Hindu, I'm a Christian, I'm a Sikh, I'm a Jain, I'm a Parsi, I'm a Buddhist. If you say so, that's enough. You have to just produce one ID that you belong to this country. I'm saying two things which are very, very serious. Why? I'm least bothered about the other aspect of CAA. What I'm bothered is, in today's time, our young generations are not having jobs. How come you are allowing people to come and become citizens and compete for the least available job that we have? That is one serious objection that I have to see here. The other is, what guarantee you have that tomorrow, let's say I'm Muslim, I stay in Bangladesh, I shave my beard, I clean my hat, I put a symbol here, and I say that I have entered India before 31st of December 2014, and he might be representing a militant organization. He may be from Afghanistan, he may be from Pakistan, he just needs an ID to say that. Tell me how difficult it is to get an ID of a Bangladesh or a Afghanistan or a Pakistan. You can sit in India and get a passport done illegally. And hence, there are serious problems. We are actually compromising the security of this country because you don't have any check and balance. Vis-a-vis who is entering this country, you are simply saying, declare yourself, you have been prosecuted by a Muslim country. You need not be a Muslim, everybody else is welcome. What guarantee is that that person who comes to India and say, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Buddhist, but he is a militant organization leader who will secretly lead the intel of this country to the neighboring militant groups, whether it is based in Afghanistan, Pakistan, or Bangladesh is least trouble these days. But you have a serious neighbors who are always looking to harm this beautiful country of ours. There is no way you can check and balance. I have read this CAA rule time again to see. Show me one rule that will provide that check and balance. It's not there. Coming to the second point, which is Sir has raised, water reservoir. You know, I have written an article few months or few years back on how to solve the water crisis of Shillong. I buy my water for myself, so I think if an MP candidate is buying water, I think you don't have to come and tell me that water is an issue. It's a big, big issue to all of us, particularly if you're in city. Yes, Jal Jeevan Mission has tried to nullify some of these, but there are ways and means, and I fully agree with my fellow Kongress representative that making flyovers and tunnels, this requires your mental preparation and as well as the financial strength. This government, where all of them are part of it, bearing maybe Kongress and perhaps me and of course BJP, they are all part and parcel of this government. This government like to spend money of 15 crore, 23 crore in festivities. That requires 3 days time or 5 days time, done deal. And you feed them with what? I have seen the sports, the Meghalaya sports, you even give them kurkure, give them samosa, and we expect them to become Olympian one day. Somebody has to convince me. I have serious problem with this. But they will not build one bridge over the Umyam Lake for last, how many years, I don't know, expiry date is over. Now we are repairing the bridge. And all of us who travel face this challenge. My question to this government, of course the Kongress government earlier is, why you didn't keep one alternative bridge 10, 15, 20 years ago? Goa, you must have traveled, most of you. We have n numbers of bridges there. Roads, railway, everything was there, two airports there. We have nothing. And that's what I said. Unless we change our mindset, and for the reservation, before I digress a little bit, I have indicated that article. Yes, I will just finish it. For the article, for the water reserve crisis, I said, we get plenty of rainfall. Why not you make reservoirs to places like Banthland area?
I do agree with the Congress point of view that CAA is anti-secular. But let me remind you, sir, that in 23, during a debate on CAA, Dr. Mohammed Singh was still a Congress at that point of time, said this: after the partition of our country, the minority in the country like Bangladesh have faced frustration, and it is our moral obligation that if circumstances force unfortunate people to seek refuge in our country, our approach to granting citizenship to them should be more liberal. So who proposed CAA first? Congress government. It is a Congress leader who proposed this anti-secular legislation in India. And so, if we all against CAA, I think these two parties should not be voted again. And that is a fact. And that is a fact. And what is more harmful than CAA? And what is more harmful than CAA is Indo-People peace treaty, where all the Nepali can be a citizen of India. I think we have how many? 3-4 crore Nepali. That can be CAA. We have been. This is more harmful than CAA. So our stand of views is very clear. CAA is anti-secular, proposed by anti-secular party like Kongress, fulfilled by anti-secular party like BJP, and then we as regional party has stand forth from day one that we are against CAA and we want its full exemption in the state of Meghalaya. So that is our stand on CAA. Secondly, when it comes to traffic congestion, I think it's very much linked to CAA. But we already face a lot of problems in the city, and traffic congestion is quite linked to population exposure. So why should we bring more people? And how to address traffic, I do feel that it's high time for Meghalaya to start developing district headquarters and civil subdivision. We from Mokorwa has to come all the way to Shillong for healthcare, for education, for job. Because why? We do not have proper healthcare in our own district, in our own backyard. We have to come all the way to sell our products from Jowai, from Riwa. Everyone come to Yodo to sell their product because we don't have a market integration in rural area.
From the rural areas. Can you just raise up your hands, please? I'm one of them. There are quite a lot here. You see what there's a simple solution actually I see. Give me an example. Suppose there are 100 villages, around Shillong. And in each of these villages, there are 2 patients. To HC, nothing is there. They go to CHC, almost nothing is there. And so they have to come to Shillong. So there are 100 villages, and from each of these villages, there are 2 patients. You're expected to see 200 vehicles come to Shillong just to get some treatment from hospitals in and around Shillong. This is the sorry state of affairs in our state after 50, away from Shillong. It's really pathetic. They have to come all the way. So, I mean, this is something which can be, is our solutions, because they're always a solution to any problem. But it just requires whether really, how committed you are, how honest you are to solve these problems.